Oh, hello.
Hi. Ah.
Special edition, totally local.
Hello.
Leo, my co-host here.
Hi.
We're doing totally local, colorful characters, wonderful events, businesses in and around the Jersey Shore area, Monmouth County, Ocean County.
Normally,
Normally.
not today.
Not today?
Today we're gonna catch up and have some fun.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It's local events. Things are going on. It's us. We're colorful characters.
I have things going on.
Oh, really? Do you?
I don't know, maybe.
All right, cool. You know, I don't know if I expressed it to you clearly,
Okay.
but I just felt like, I felt like I had so much fun with Phil, with DJ.
That was
DJ,
fun.
Oh, it was great.
I bring the good, fun guests.
What is that? I brought every other guest. Are you saying that they're all bad except for Phil?
But think about the ones I brought in. They're always like
okay.
about fun.
Remember Jones doesn't count because I asked him
Nope,
first.
it counts but
you
I
did
brought
bring
him in.
Yeah, that's true.
Continue on.
Who else did you bring in? You brought Angela Gingerelli. All right.
I did bring Angela.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm giving you credit.
And the tea episode was awesome.
That
was
was
a fun experience.
All right. Yeah. You know what? You want credit? I don't know why you have to cut me down just to get credit.
That's how this world
That's
works.
how it works. All right.
That's how I know my worth.
Oh man. All right. Well, I wanted to catch up because
Hi.
I feel like it's just the summer's gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep having guests.
Yeah.
And we're just never gonna talk about like Memorial Day weekend. We're never gonna talk about anything.
I agree.
So I just called you up last second. I know how you probably hate that.
Yes.
And you were pumping iron.
Well, I was running, but
You were running.
Yeah.
Outside or in the gym?
Only in the gym.
Okay, good.
I
hot out
have
there.
realized that to keep my sanity, to allow myself to do the things I'm supposed to do, I have to take some time out and just run.
Oh yeah.
But I'm one of those annoying people. I try to find a place by myself. I go at a time when no one's going to be there because I start belting out songs
Leo, we're like
from the 70s so hard.
we're like the same, you and me.
Oh,
Leo.
we're the same.
Yeah, I mean, we like to be loud but by ourselves.
Yeah.
We love people, but we want to be left alone.
Yeah, yep.
So, yes, we're very similar.
Speaking of songs from the 70s,
Oh, wow.
this just came. Oh, y'all.
What's on
Anybody who knows me
that? Mhm.
and anybody who's not watching the live stream, this is a record I'm holding in my hand of somebody I've been obsessed with the last few weeks after seeing his movie.
Is the movie's good?
The movie is
see.
awesome.
This is his self-titled.
It's his second and self-titled album. It's Elton John, and I've been listening to all of his records, all of his music over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I've been like freaking out about it because a lot of the stuff that everybody knows, yeah, that's cool, but a lot of the stuff that people
The
don't
deep
know
cuts?
is really good.
Yeah, what I used to listen to was, and it's so cheesy, but I used to listen to Elton John's greatest hits, like the first one that came out. And I would drive around in my truck in high school and like drive around by myself down back roads and just listen to it and put on like Daniel and like just sing to myself.
It's so good.
It is. It's really good. But I mean, I haven't gotten really honestly into like the deep cuts each album. And I think I have a lot of his stuff on vinyl too, so I have no excuse. The movie was good though.
The movie was like Fantasyland. It was like very out there. It wasn't like watching a movie about somebody's life.
It wasn't like a straight
cartoonish
biopic?
almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he did love to have fun with the drugs
Well,
and stuff.
he and Nick came across.
Uh-huh.
But I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
And, it's introducing a whole new generation of people to who Elton John was. Now, I will say this. So, because I've been playing so much Elton John, Brian, my roommate, and then Ralph, a friend of ours who also lives in my building,
Yeah, the infamous
have been, they're tired of Elton John, right?
'Cause you're just
because
killing
I just
it?
play it over and
Oh,
over and over
man.
again. So they have been I have been recently introduced to Billy Joel.
Oh, man.
So, I'm going through it right now. I have like so much awesome 70s music that I'm just like,
That's
I
great.
don't know any of this
Oh,
stuff.
Billy Joel is like class. The Stranger is like one of my favorite albums of all time. I would say, I'm thinking about the end of the month when we're going to interview me. And,
Well, or Chet, what's his name? Nude Curtis. Oh, I got it.
Thank you. And I think about the influences because I can't, I'm thinking about like, what are they going to ask me? And I don't want to know whatever you're going to ask me, what we're going to talk about. But I'm like thinking about my influences and like, as far as music, no matter what I make, Billy Joel has influenced me.
But
as cheesy as that is.
So I have never been primary interviewer on this show.
Yeah.
And I think the most I've actually done with like interviewing was this week with
yeah.
DJ Uncle Nephew.
Yeah.
I'm coming at you hard.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
I'm not playing no softball questions. I'm going to come for your soul
All
on
right.
this interview.
Well, I mean,
so
have
be
at
ready.
It. And I think I figured out a way of, I was telling you how we had a technical glitch. I think I figured out a way where I can get the music. It's not going to be like the finished album. It's going to be very close to it, but I'm going to get it to you and Angelo so you guys can hear it, and just keep that in mind. But it is what it is, so whatever. If I can't get the final mixed down version, you'll have that version.
Yeah.
And then I'll have, like, if people are interested, I'll have a way of them signing up, and when it's all done, then I'll let them have it. I'm not going to put it out there until it's done, but you guys can listen to it. So it's
Well, I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be great because I will never forget us doing top five, and in my kitchen, and you
somewhere.
Busting out a freestyle or whatever you did. Maybe it was a song you wrote. And I'm like freaked out, like what?
Because no one's ever heard me do anything. I didn't realize how shy I was. I used to be. I don't know what happened to me. I used to be really, out there and like, but I guess I'm still doing it. We're still doing the podcast and stuff.
Well, nobody, in my mind, nobody ever watches this show. So.
Oh, well,
or listens.
Well, I'll tell you what, DJ Uncle's Nephew, that's got a lot of views. People have tuned in. He's got a lot of fans, a lot of friends, people commenting. It's not even so much people watching it. It's like the real test is like, are people commenting on it? And so we're getting him and Bob, like we got responses from people. People love Bob. People love DJ Uncle's Nephew. And like, when is it July 3rd that we're going to go see him?
July 3rd, we're going to go see him. I'm actually going to go, I haven't decided what day. I like to always visit when people come by and do the show. I always want to go see them right away because it's like a thank you, you know. So I know
he's doing it this weekend.
He's doing it all weekend long. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But I will stop in and dance a little bit to him and say hello and buy him a drink and thank you for coming on the show.
And that's really like that's what you got to do when like from talking on air and off air with like Anthony from Remember Jones and talking to him. And it's like he's you could tell he's like a professional because he's grinding it out. He's calling places. He's constantly on top of it. And that's really what you got to do for all the kids out there. If you want to get into it, you want to be the next Elton John. That's what you got to do.
Oh, I would love to be next Elton John. Cocaine and all.
Does he get into like the whole Bernie Taupin relationship
Yeah.
and how? All right, yeah, because they were like together, but it's Elton John, making all the know. So, and he's such an influence on so much music that came along long after, all the way up to when he performed with Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Right, I remember that.
Or, when, did you ever watch the video of George Michael when he did Don't Let the Sun Come Down on Me, or whatever it's called? Mm-hmm. And then, like, Elton John busts out and everyone, like, just loses their minds.
Yeah. I saw that, for the first time I saw that maybe a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's been a lot of Elton John videos in my house. at late hours of the night.
He's just like
he's the one putting them on.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's like you coming home after on a Friday night, been sauced up.
I got caught up yesterday. I couldn't get a hold of them, but I'm like, I kind of, obviously, my lifestyle is going to change a little bit, but
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A lot.
So I want to come hang out. I want to see what you guys are doing. I was going to see what they were doing today, but I imagine Whoopi's just going out and partying.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's really doing too much of anything. It just seems like a quiet weekend. There's been a lot happening the past few weekends in town. And so I think this, so far, I haven't heard anything, sounding like a lot is going on. But I'm going to be out and about.
Well, that's what, like, I was talking to Mike Merrill when he was here a couple weeks ago, and he was saying how I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him. But anyway, up until Memorial Day weekend, everything gets crazy. It starts building up, and then there's like a lull for a few weeks, and then 4th of July hits, and then all people go. So now is a good time. It's so beautiful out right now.
It's really nice. Did he tell you on the show how I saw him a couple days before he came out?
No, I saw the Instagram picture.
Yeah.
Were you just feeling it? And
Let me tell you. So for anybody who doesn't know, I hurt my knee. I tore.
Oh, really?
Like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I tore my my LCL.
Oh, Jesus.
And I basically had to stop doing everything that I normally did. Running.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, everything it would hurt to walk down the stairs. So it took me a while to come back from that. But recently, I realized like, oh, I'm healed. Like
Oh.
I'm good. Like
Oh, okay.
I have
well,
nothing.
don't get.
I know.
You know.
So
I don't want to
I'm
sound
like,
an
you know
old-
what? I'm
yeah.
having a couple of drinks. I'm gonna tour the boardwalk. I'm just walking around. I see Mike Merrill DJ, and he just happens to be playing. I don't know what he playing. I've never heard it, but I felt it like in my soul, and nobody was around him. And I tore that floor up to the point where people had cameras out. Like, I was like, oh my god! I
What
can't
did you
believe
do?
that. I made sure my knee was good. Like I was like, okay, my
That's-
knee feel good. I'm about to tear it up. So for like maybe like 5 minutes, and then I was all right. I'm out of here.
We need to get some. I was going to mention this too. We need to get some promotional material. I don't know. How do you feel about stickers?
I like the idea of stickers
Because I don't want to like I don't want to like I don't want to I'm like old man Andrew. I don't want to vandalize places, but at the same time, I'm like stickers are fun. Totally
Well-
local sticker, like the just like the state with the words.
I
and
want
everything.
one for my notebook
Okay.
that's plain, right? And then
yeah.
I want one for my car.
Okay.
So I can have a jet sticker and a totally local sticker.
All right.
And then I don't care what you do with the rest of it.
I was talking to Adam over at Yes Graphic, friend of the show. He's been on, I don't know, he was on a while ago. He was on the first season. But I want to, first of all, if we're going to be going and doing satellite shows, if we're going to go to like, say, Anchor's Band and set up shop and do all this there, I kind of want like a vinyl banner for like the front so that we
Yeah.
can have it. But I'm really, I think I have to work out the logistics with you, probably be better off air, but like to figure out what kind of table. Do we want a high top where we're like kind of standing, like ESPN Live, or do we want to like sit
I
down?
want to sit down.
But then people come over and they're like bending over and stuff.
I'm okay with that because I usually have a lot of stuff I'm reading and like writing notes on, and I can't do that if I'm standing.
I guess that's true. We got to figure out some ultra portable kind of a scenario too.
And if we would have had a banner, remember when I was going to do the chili cook-off?
Yeah.
A banner would
We
have
need
worked.
a banner. So we got to go talk to Adam over at Yes Graphic for all our banner needs. He
All
can
our
just
banner
kind
needs.
of rip those out. Yeah. So, all right, good. Well, that's what we're going to work. See, this is the thing, though. Like, we can make shirts, we can make stickers, we can make banners. Should we just go for it? Should we just get crazy? Should we get cray-cray?
Or what? Like, don't live our lives?
That's what I thought today. I was really nervous you were going to be like, no, I don't want to go to the podcast. But I'm like, we got to catch up, and we got to hit that, we got to hit that mark for the end of the summer. So I feel like we have enough to talk about to where.
Well, we never talked about how did you enjoy Monmouth Park?
I thought it was first of all, I'm all about the weather. So if the weather isn't nice, I'm immediately giving it an F-. But the weather was beautiful. It was a little windy, but that doesn't bother me.
It was a good day.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful out. And I mean, I have an addiction to those deep fried Oreos that like, you don't like deep fried Oreos?
I don't like the idea of it.
Have you ever had one though? Because I didn't like the idea of it either. And then I had one and I was like,
I don't think so.
oh, they're so good. I mean, they're just it's just deep fried. It's like an Oreo dipped in dough, deep fried, and then powdered sugar on it. But the Oreo gets into this like it turns into this melted like so good. Anyway, that was like the dessert part. But we actually went. Oh man, I can't think of it right now. What did you have when you were there? It was a food truck.
It was a food truck festival at
Yeah.
Monmouth Park while the horses were going and all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I had the macaroni and cheese truck.
Mm.
I had the Jamaican food truck.
Wow, you double dipped.
I had
Mike Mike went to Thai food or something. There's so many.
He
trucks
brought me
there.
fit like fried clam strips, so that was a thing. So I was eating a lot of different things, and
Your favorite was there too, Cousins. The lobster roll was there. They had a long line.
Well,
I wanted to try
some people are stupid.
I wanted to try a more local spot because, excuse me, like they're sort of local, but it's sort of like a franchise, but
Yeah.
it's good.
No, they're good. It's just not for me.
It's
but
I get it.
they're
I
good.
get it.
Their tater tots were good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and they give you a lot too. We should go over to Colt's Next Still House. We could just keep the party going. Speaking of keeping the party going,
no. All right, go ahead.
Unicorn Girls.
What is
This
that?
is from the Bradley Brew Project over in Bradley Beach. This is their hazy pale ale. I found it in the fridge, and if you know anything, if you leave it here,
It's yours?
Yeah, somebody's gonna take it. So they're located in Bradley Beach. I believe that friend of the show, Neil, aka Foggy Notion, he did some work for them, some signage, I believe, right outside of their spot in Bradley Beach. I love Bradley Beach. Anyway, so it's light and refreshing, not too heavy, straight out of Bradley Beach, totally local. Go check it out. Anywho,
And since we're on the topic of alcohol, if you watched the show or you listened to it, because it happened in your life, I talked about doing the Margarita Mile. Well, if I wasn't here right now,
Yeah.
I'd be doing the Margarita Mile. So
Really?
when I leave here,
You're going to go do it?
of course.
Oh, wow.
I don't come on the show and tell lies. All right? When I say I'm going to do something, half the time I do it.
I mean, I think that you can't. I mean, the Margarita Mile we talked about on the show, but
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do kind of what you're doing with Pizza Quest, which is you're gonna have to like have a couple. You can't have
Yes, I can. Yes, I
so
can.
much sugar. I would just take.
Well,
a nap
but see, it's not a traditional margarita. You're going to see their signature margarita, so it's their take on it. So I don't assume it to be a sour.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't do but one of those.
I can't believe they're doing it on a Friday. It seems more like a Saturday kind of a thing. They're doing it on a Friday.
Well, it's any day. You just go. It's the thing that you do on your own time.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's what you're going to do.
I'm doing that today.
Oh man.
And then I'm
look
going to go
out.
home and play my Elton John.
There you go. Perfect. You know, I was checking out Joe's Surf Shack, and you know, as we get into it, I'll check it out again. But they have Enjoy. That's where friend of the show, DJ Mike Merrill, he bartends there, and Enjoy is playing there. They have a lot of good
When?
stuff. I mean, I'll look it up.
You
But,
know, Enjoy. I didn't get to do my top 5 local bands
yeah, you
episode.
didn't. Well, that's why, and that's the other thing. We got to catch up on all this stuff.
But Enjoy was going to be my number 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do they have originals, or is it a
They
lot
do.
of cover?
They have
do?
originals, and they have one of their originals is My Hair or Hair, and I'm in their music video
Oh, no way.
dancing as I do,
Yes, you
with
do.
no hair and swinging it around. But yeah, I've been a fan of theirs for about as long as I've lived here now.
Yeah, they put on a great show. They do a great cover of Peter Gabriel's "In Your Eyes," which I didn't
They
think
do
you could
do a
like.
good job of
yeah, it's
that.
like a dancey jam. You didn't think they could jam out and make it dancey, but they definitely do. What were some of your other bands that you were gonna pick?
So this was going to be controversial because I wasn't sure if this counted as a local band, but they always play locally.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever heard of this band, Amish Outlaws?
I've never heard of Amish Outlaws ever.
Really?
No,
So my aunt actually got me into the Amish Outlaws.
that's an interesting band name right there.
And they're really, really cool. I mean, they're good. They're really good.
They're not Amish, are they?
They look like it.
Okay.
I mean,
They
they're
have, like, the
wearing.
beard and
Yeah,
stuff?
they have all of
Yeah,
that, and the
interesting.
suspenders and the hats, and they're just jamming out.
The hats.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I really, really like them. And I can't remember who else I was going to do.
Oh, well, perfect. There's 2 bands. That works.
That's
That
good
works.
enough.
Yeah, and Mike introduced, I mean, because he's hip. So, like, he introduced a couple bands that I'd never heard of that were really cool. God, there's one band name that was so super long, but it was like a hip-hoppy electronic kind of a thing. That dude, I had looked him up. He was cool. Then there was Blaze, who does like a hip-hoppy kind of a Blaise. But it's all in that podcast. So
See,
if you
that's
guys
why
wanna-
that's why I wanted him for that, because he's so good at knowing artists and
Yeah,
like, really like tapping into that.
I mean, I think that like, you know, it's you got to catch it whenever he's doing a night. You got to catch it. I wish that they would just give him somewhere. I want to hear. It's the same thing I want to hear from every DJ that I love, like Foggy Notion, Mike Merrill, James Vance. Like, I just want to hear what they want to play.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear what people are making them play. Which, you know, Uncle's nephew discussed how, you know, you kind of have to play what the management wants, or if people are asking for stuff. But if you get to a certain point where you just play whatever you want, that's the kind of music I want to hear. You know. So, you know, I'm looking forward to going to see Phil over at Paradise on July 3rd. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a really good time. I'm excited. And actually, when we left here, I went home and then later on met up with Phil for dinner and had a quick bite and just caught
cool.
up. So it was nice. So and it was maybe an hour and a half after we did the show, and he had already rewatched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was super excited about it. So.
People like it's funny. Like you see it. You know, some of the shows we've had live people too. It really depends on the timing and whatever the hell anyone's doing. But then I go back and I see like how many people have watched it, and he has quite an impressive following. That was really, you know, he's got fans that love him.
You know what? He's really good.
Yeah.
And I don't toss around like liking a lot of people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he's one person where I can say every time I go see him, I don't hear the same things twice, and I'm always blown away by. There's something he'll play, and I'm just like, oh my god, what a great deep track you found from whenever. Yeah.
Yeah, and he
really
was talking about collecting his music. Like if you go to Paradise and listen to music there, if you listen to a DJ, they'll do a lot of what's called like circuit music.
Yeah.
Which my friend explained to me. It's just a lot of like what's popular or what's expected and stuff. And when we were there that one night and Phil was playing, it was like, aside from the awesome uninvited remix, he just played it was just nice. It was refreshing and I liked it and I danced around. It was fun. So Memorial Day weekend we bet on the ponies. My wife did well, which is funny in that Instagram video when she's screaming. Did you win?
No.
You took you actually literally took the train in too.
Coastline tour.
It was. What did you think of the track as far as the coastline?
It was actually a lot of fun, and I think because I went, I got a bunch of people to come all on the train.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun to experience that. The train ride didn't take too long. We were probably there in 15 minutes, in and out. It was, like you said, it was a great day. I had been to Monmouth Park once for a wedding, but now I was like really in it. I saw the horse racing, got to do a lot of, and the place is huge.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I was. I had also had a couple drinks. And who did we see? We saw somebody. I saw somebody.
Didn't we see, did we see Adam there from
Adam?
Yeah, Simmons and Moore.
Yeah,
we got a schedule with them. They invited us over there, and you were scared because
I watched an episode of their show.
They do like late night. They have
it's
a couple
late
drinks.
night. As a matter of, and I actually really do like the approach of the show. It's like we started a conversation, then we hit record in the middle of it, and they just keep going. And they're topical about the news of today and what's going on, but it's like. They're swirling the brown juice, tossing it back. It's late night on a Friday. We're going to just have some drinks and
talk.
Gonna
have to Uber.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah. You guys should definitely go check it out. Simmons and Moore podcast.
I'm not cool enough to do the Simmons and Moore podcast.
Oh, man.
I'll drink the bourbon.
Yeah. I think you'll have something. I imagine you'd have something to say.
Well,
we'll see. I mean, there's so many. It's so cool. Like epic shouts to Shared Universe Podcast Studio, and a shout out to Ming. There's a lot of cool podcasts that are, maybe not stationed out of here, but it's a good networky kind of it's cool to meet all the people that are doing it. And I think that the reason we were doing it here, I think that helped us get connected with a couple different people that are doing some great stuff.
Yeah.
So shout out to Simmons and Moore. Get on it.
Yeah, and I'll reach out to them again. I would like to do that just because I think they're really cool and to get the actual opportunity to see what it's like to kind of do another show. We've been doing our show and people have been coming to and been really kind to come give us their time and do our show. But we've never gone and done someone else's show. At least I haven't.
Well, yeah, we haven't gone on there and
Yeah. So I'm gonna steal all. I'm gonna go do the show and everything. I'm gonna take all their bits and no one will know. So.
Why is the video off? We're still streaming. Don't worry, and I'm still recording.
So, well, let me hear what you put.
Yeah, hey, you're putting me on the spot.
Well,
so
but I'm putting you on the spot because you made something for the people.
What do you mean I made it? I mean, I guess I don't know if I'd say. I don't think I'd say I made it for the people, but I just was. The same way that you're talking about making something is kind of how I made what I was making. So, I think you should definitely, just start working on it. I'll tell you what, though, and we could talk about this obviously at the end of the month, but I'm like Elton John old-fashioned style where I want to make an album and then have people listen to the whole album. But these kids these days, that's not how people really kind of do it. You know what I mean? That's not what people... that's not what they make a song and they put that out, and then they make a song and they put that out.
What do you mean? Like, so if you put it out and distribute it digitally, then people are going to be able to just pull whatever they want instead of
Yeah.
having to. No one's gonna listen to the whole. I mean, I guess you.
I hope so. I hope they listen to the whole. I mean, I spent a lot of time on this thing. So, ideal scenario, I want people to experience things the way I like to experience an album, where you sit down and you listen to Billy Joel's "The Stranger" from the beginning to the end, or you listen to Nas's "Illmatic" from the beginning to the end, and it's like a whole, like like a book, you know. But what I'm saying is that I have to get around the idea of, in this SoundCloud era where people just make a song and put it out, and make a song and put it out. So I hear what you're saying, and people are going to listen to whatever they want, but, you know, I have to kind of get used to that idea, which is tough for me, basically.
Well, people are going to listen to the whole thing because they want to hear which songs they like.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
DJ Uncle's nephew is here to listen to us, too.
He missed us talking about him for the first. You got to play this one back, Phil.
Well, play the other video. I had to restart. This is part 2.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I think this is what I want to do, and Phil could make a remix of it. Is we should work on it. I want to help you. I don't want to I want you to do it, but I'll help you record it and do it. I want to help you make a song.
You want to make a song?
Yes, make a song and then see what happens.
But wait a minute, you're making your own stuff.
I mean, yeah, but that's
so once your own stuff is done,
yeah, then I want to help you make a song.
And once the initial onslaught of Baby has come and settled down,
but this is something where would be my process. Was like, if you have an idea, like say you have you could hum out the instrumentation, or you could play it, and then sing what you got. Then I could kind of take it. If you wanted, I could take it, put maybe some drums underneath it, and mess with it a little bit, and then give it a little format, and then kind of throw it back to you. So that's something I could do when the baby's crying at 3 a.m. and I'm just sitting there rocking it in the bassinet, and I'm like, what am I doing? So I could kind of take that time to maybe.
Have you thought of baby names yet?
I mean, I've thought of ones that I want traditional baby names, and then Lauren is she's a little wacky, so we're kind of gonna have to meet somewhere in the middle.
Okay, so what are some of the craziest names Lauren has come up with?
Okay, they're not crazy. What she wants to do is
she's not listening. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's not listening. Okay, so they're not crazy, but she wants to do this thing where she wants to name the baby Matilda, and then call. She wants to name the baby Matilda. And then she wants to nickname the baby Tilly. And I'm like, that's not how nicknames work. You name the baby Matilda, maybe the baby's like, F you, I want to be called Maddie. You know? You can't, thrust a nickname on. Or what if, she comes out and, she something else. My aunt is named Cookie, because she was so
sweet. Is she black?
Oh. Yes, she's black.
How about I have a perfect name for you? And this name could be if it's a girl or a boy.
Oh boy.
Ready?
Yeah.
It's really good if it's a girl.
Okay.
Lee.
Lee? That's interesting because my brother's middle name is Lee. My older brother's middle name is Lee, and we were thinking about that. We were considering that.
Well, look.
Well, there you go. Well, I mean, Leo.
Done.
Listen, are you named? Wait, hold on a second. Is this because your name's Leo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see now.
Well, no, actually, I was driving up here and I was thinking, if I didn't call myself Leo, then I think I would change it to Lee.
Really?
Yeah. If I said, you know what, I think I want to have another name, because my name's not really Leo. I've already done this once. It's easy to do.
Keep switching it up.
Yeah, just keep changing it every decade.
Yeah.
I think next I'll go Lee.
Well, we were looking at my brother's actual birth certificate. My older brother is Jimmy Lee. It's not James, it's Jimmy. And that's because my grandmother wanted to name my dad that, but you couldn't back in the day because whatever, the Bible, yada, yada, yada. So we were thinking maybe Jimmy Lee, Liegh or whatever, for a girl, But I don't know. I want something like Greg, some kind of standard,
Gregory.
Very,
Charlie.
Charles. That would be nice.
I like
Charles Talcott.
I like that. I mean,
that sounds good.
That's on my list. Okay, so
I wish I knew the sex of the baby. Thanks a lot, wife.
All right, so here's a list of the names that I have written down.
You pick names for my child?
I pick names for Well, I put. All right.
These
just
are
listen.
names that you like.
These are names I like. That if I have a either a son or a dog, I will name these things. Okay, ready? First one, Seven.
Okay. Well, that's Seinfeld.
Okay, everybody always gets on me about that one.
That's
Who
Seinfeld.
do you know named Seven?
I mean, besides from the Seinfeld episode.
Wasn't it a killer in a movie called Seven?
I mean, well, there's a movie called Seven.
Okay.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Here's the next one.
Okay, try again.
Bailey.
Bailey, were you drunk when you were like looking at your drink, drinking a White Russian? You're
Okay,
like,
here's the
Bailey's
next
on
one. No, Bailey's cool.
Bailey's okay.
Bailey is the street that I grew up on and my family grew up on. Bailey
It's
Avenue.
interesting. It's
Yeah.
got a story to it.
That one maybe I'll go with the dog. I'll give my
Okay.
dog Bailey.
All right.
All right, the next one, Wells.
Wells?
Yeah.
Like Wellesley?
Yeah.
If it's full name Wellesley or Wells?
Wells.
Okay.
Wellesley? You said that. I didn't say that.
Well, that's like I could think of that's like a normal book.
Wells Mac.
You got such a cool last name. Though.
All right.
Like you gotta it's gotta be like pow.
I have two more.
Okay.
Kingsley.
Kingsley Mac. Yeah, I can see
King
that.
Mac for sure.
Oh man, he's gonna have an ego on him.
As he should.
Okay, all right, I like that one.
And then obviously the last one's Charlie.
Charlie Mac.
Charlie M. Bailey also were heavily influenced from Party of Five. I did love that show.
The truth comes out.
I did love that show very much.
Oh man, I found the enjoy. Oh man, it was last weekend. I missed it. Enjoy played Joe Surfshack last Saturday. Sorry guys. This week it's DJ Rob Bush. That's today, and then Blue Highways is playing there tomorrow. I've never heard any of these people, but I'm sure they're great. And I got some calendar of what's going on today, what's going on tomorrow. We can get to that in a second. But what do we cover it all? Did we go to Memorial Day? Did we miss anything? Is that it?
I have something for you.
All right, cool.
So, I was thinking about this.
Uh-oh.
There is a Jersey Shore fashion show. It's the 2019 Jersey Shore fashion show. It's the shore's largest fashion show, and it's next Wednesday, June 19th, 2019. Now, it says showcasing Jersey Shore's best boutiques,
Okay.
local models and entrepreneurs rocking the runway. So, obviously, I have to make a presence.
Okay.
But here are some of the the boutiques that are going to be participating, or the clothing lines that are going to be participating.
All right.
Tell me if you've heard of any of these.
Okay. Doubt it.
D. Monaco Designs,
Nope.
Thomas Levon,
No, fancy.
Le Chic Boutique.
Okay. Well. All right. I think is there going to be a runway? Could we
Yeah, of
possibly
course.
I think we should have like a camera and then you can interview people.
Uh,
What time is it at on Wednesday? And where is it happening?
it's going to be on. It doesn't say what time. I'm assuming like a 7:00 event. And so we have Nor'easter's Hardcore Fishing.
Nor'easter's Hardcore Fishing.
They're going to be walking the runway.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on?
And Gordon's Surf Shop. So this is going to be hilarious. I definitely have to go.
I think, is there tickets? Can you just show up? How does that work?
It's a 6 p.m. networking event, and then the show starts at 7:00. The tickets are $15.
That's not bad. Do we need do we need some like fancy equipment to like interview people? Like, do we need you know how people have like the phones with the fancy the handle on it?
Yeah.
Do we need something to look more legit than just us holding a phone pointing it at people?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Good.
Well,
When I'm ready.
especially, I think we get the thing that your phone plugs in has two
the microphone.
the microphone things, and then you look legit enough. Especially if we had buttons or the same T-shirt.
Button. Now
or
we need
the
buttons.
polo shirts with the logo.
Now we need polo shirts, buttons, stickers. We're gonna have it all.
We'll have it all.
Do you think that I was looking at these events that were coming up as far as Friday. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
They're having reggae over at Asbury Park Yacht Club with the Predator Dub Assassins.
Wow.
That's happening tonight.
Can't miss that.
Who's like if you like dub reggae kind of music, Sandy Mack and his family are playing over at Langosta Lounge. But the thing I was interested in, let me just go down the list here. They're doing Beach Club Fitness outside.
Well, you're definitely not interested in that.
No, but I want to. Maybe there's somebody out there that's like, it's weather permitting. But what are they? All classes are located at 6th Ave Green Space on the Asbury Park Boardwalk, Saturday at 9 a.m. If you want to like really start your summer off correct, or get into your. I don't know. Is it the summer yet?
I don't think so.
Okay. I didn't think I'm looking at Yappy Hour here at the Wonder Bar. I thought
avoid.
I thought Yappy Hour was during the week. I didn't realize it was on it's Saturdays and Sundays. All size dogs. Do you think little Nugget could handle it, or Nugget's not ready to?
Nugget can handle it. I don't think you can handle it.
Why is it like crazy?
So I walked by Yappy Hour one Saturday, maybe 2 weekends ago, and I almost wanted to cross the other side of the street. It was insane.
It was loud.
There was people to you couldn't move, and then there was just dogs everywhere. It wasn't a peaceful moment.
Okay.
So, but you're going there for your puppy, right?
$5 entrance fee.
Well, they're making a killing then.
Well, no, it benefits Asbury Park Rescue and other rescues.
But I'm sure that Yappy Hour probably has times when it's really like not slam packed, and then I think it would be cool.
Yeah, I guess I would go early, but I don't know how Nugget would handle it. Marty's Place Senior Dog Sanctuary provides a safe, loving, and protected environment for senior dogs that do not have homes. And they're doing an event 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Where is it? At the Wonder Bar. Oh, okay, so it's during Yappy Hour, so that's who is, I guess, benefiting. Marty's Place Senior Dog Sanctuary. For all those old-ass dogs that nobody wants anymore.
I mean, somebody's got to take care of them.
I mean, no, a lot of them just get killed.
All right, well.
Euthanized. Which is one of those words where it's like, it sounds really fun, but euthanized is not like a fun time for anybody.
I don't think it sounds fun.
Euthanized? If you didn't know what it was, you're like, oh, let's go get euthanized. You'd be like, ooh, sounds fun, energetic. Like youth? No? Too
No.
far? Okay. John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Wow, at Stone Pony. Would not go because probably be crazy. Too crazy. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like even though you missed out on the Mike Merrill show, what
did I miss?
I mean, it was just us, bullshitting. We really didn't follow the format that you told us to. But it was funny.
Of course you did.
Yeah, he's so he should really he should just have his own show. He should have like a live video show where people follow him around.
Do you think for 1 second that if I'm not here and I say here's the format for the show that anybody's listening to what I'm doing?
No.
You don't follow the format to the show when I am here.
I try to.
Your perfect weekend. This is a bit on the show where you come up with one thing you find on the spot as you're sitting there Googling.
No, I found that. I found that before, but I definitely didn't. I didn't look up enough. I didn't look up enough things.
We should have a thing that you press it and it goes, "Your perfect weekend." And then I can be like, "Yeah, that's right. Your perfect weekend will be going to the."
I had an idea.
What?
I had an idea. Let's see if it works. I wanted to do a bit on the show.
You're going to do a bit?
I wanted to have a segment on the show called... I wanted to have a segment on the show called Tell It Like It Is.
Okay.
Where we have people kind of write in, or I have questions, kind of like an advice thing, but it's you giving me advice.
All right.
And it's called Tell It Like It Is. I was listening to the song today, and I was like, that would be a good idea for a bit. So we'll have to kind of submit that out to people and have them enter in.
Oh, I'm excited about that. That's a good bit.
Let's see. When is Jams on the Sand? Does that start this weekend? I think next Thursday. It's gonna change everything. It's gonna change the whole outlook of our.
I would have loved to do a show at Jams on the Sand.
I think we could do it. I mean, that's another thing me and Mike Merrill talked about was the fact that we could hold on, that me and you could kind of set up there. We just have to figure out the logistics of we need 3 chairs probably, and I need to set up all the equipment, and we need a table, and we need a vinyl banner, and we got to make sure that the wireless would work. If we didn't have access to their wireless, I'd have to bring some kind of setup to do wireless, but
Well, he works there.
He does work there.
He could help us.
Yeah, he could help us. He could definitely help us, but it's just a matter of, the logistics of it. That's where you come in.
Me?
Well, yeah, you got to, motivate me.
All right. Let's get back to Tell It Like It Is. Why don't you let's massage this out.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Oh yeah.
Intro the segment.
Hello, everyone. Do you have a burning question? An unmet desire? Is there someone special in your life that you would like to know or not know? Well, this new segment.
I hate the show.
What's wrong?
Go. It's good.
Well, this segment is called Tell It Like It Is. Where Leo, the Leo I know, that really lets people know, is going to let you know. And that's going to be the thing.
I love it.
You know?
That's awesome.
So I think it would just be kind of like an advice column, kind of a, you know, a harsh truth.
Friend of the show, Mike McHenry, is coming out with questions right now. Just so he can see where he's at.
Man, I can't believe, I was thinking back to where you were saying how he was eating the pizza and he spit it out, and you guys just didn't follow suit.
No.
What made you not?
It was like slice number, I don't know, 4 at that point. I mean, I just figured he was tired of eating pizza.
Didn't he say, like, don't eat this, or?
He said, this tastes spoiled, and I said, I laughed, and I was like, I didn't think he literally meant it tastes spoiled. I thought he was saying...
He doesn't mince words.
No, he was legit. It really tastes like it's spoiled, so don't eat it. I thought he meant, like, this is a weird flavor. It almost tastes like it's spoiled. Well, no, it was spoiled.
We've gotten into conversations late night where we've talked smack about other people, and I've asked you things, and you really do give very concise advice that I think most of the time me and you probably agree on. You're a little more heavy-handed. You rule with an iron fist, but still.
Yeah, because I think a lot of things that people make life way more complicated than it is. Life is very, to me, it's not as gray as people wanted to make it out to be.
Yeah.
It's easy. It also is very easy to tell people how to live your life, how to live their lives.
Yeah.
But I live my life the way that I rule. Like,
Yeah.
I am very strict to how I live my life.
You are. You're very, yes. So, I don't know if this is the first. I think it is. I think it's Jams on the Sand. This Thursday is going to be the opening. It's the main squeeze, and if you like hippie jam bands, you should come check that out. Next week we have Colin Carhart coming in. I got to make sure if he's doing Indian Summer. Let me just pause this for a second.
I'm super interested to see how that episode is going to go.
I am too. Well, every time I've sat down and talked to him, like I used to, when me and Meryl did the Rock the Boat, he would be the bartender 9 times out of 10, and we would talk afterwards. He's a fan of Ween. He's actually
love Ween.
He sat in on the drums for Dean Ween before. He has a crazy story about that. He was just telling us how he went to go see Ween cover their country album down in Tennessee. Anyway, it's always interesting talking to him. I think he's got his own band. Like he's always working on music and stuff. He's around music, so I'd really like to kind of pick his brain a little bit about his experience in Asbury Park.
I mean, it's gonna be it's happening.
Yeah, it's happening. I mean, I always get nervous because I confirm it with people, and then I confirm it with them, and then I confirm it the day of. Like I just keep confirming it.
I just assume when people say they're coming, they're gonna show up.
Yeah, I guess I get nervous because I'm just like, I'm flaky sometimes. So I'm like a lot of people. You know what it is too? I've done the show before where people have just not shown up.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. I think did we have anything else that we needed to discuss? I think we covered everything.
Yeah. What are you doing this weekend? Where are you going?
I don't know. You tell me what's going on. I want to do. I feel like I haven't done anything in a while. I would like to, moderately, I'd love to honestly, I'd love to go get a game of Magic the Gathering in. I don't want to go over there, what time? It's 5:00 now. I don't want to go over there, I'd like to go over there today, but if, Whoopi gets a couple in them, I don't want to play. I don't want to mess with a card game where people are like schnockered. I don't want to.
That's how you guys always played.
I mean, I've played moderately sober recently for the past, I'd say, 6 months, which I enjoy. I don't care. I'll play however. But it's Friday, so I can't presume that,
Well, I mean, look, how long does it take to get drunk? 2 hours?
I mean, me these days, not very long.
No, I'm talking about. So play for an hour, and then when people start slurring,
yeah, All right, well, I'll text him now. But other than that, I mean, I'd like to, if there's something fun going on, I'd like to go check something out. I lost all my bathing suits. I don't know where they went, so I'd like to go poolside. What? I lost my bathing suits. I lost my bathing suit body and my bathing suit. So I don't know if I ever really, found that bathing suit by now. But I don't know what I did with them.
Why do you need a bathing suit? Where are you going?
Well, on Sunday, he's DJ.
I'm going to that.
Yeah, well, I'd like to go too, but
I was just gonna wear, shorts.
You just wear shorts?
I am.
Well, I'd like to get a little bathing suit, and I do mean little.
Oh God. Well, it's a perfect place for it.
Yeah. I'm not all about those, like, for a while those those baggy board shorts were like popular. And then, I remember, and I was ahead of the curve. My girlfriend at the time, I didn't have a bathing suit. She had a condo complex, and she just went, she would go for a run. She would jog, whatever. And I didn't have a bathing suit. And I was like, fuck, I'll just put your running shorts on. So I put her shorts on, God. And they were tight.
What did you think?
I was thinking, yeah, this is when it wasn't, popular.
It's not popular now.
What? Little tiny short bathing suits? With
Are you
the
talking
little
about
slit on the side?
Are you talking about wearing booty shorts?
No,
yes, you are.
No. Just like basically like women's running shorts.
Yes.
Basically.
When a man puts on women's running shorts, they become booty shorts.
I don't think that's true.
Wow.
Well, anyway, I look good.
Well, you know what? Good. Do it. I'll be there with my camera.
But are you doing anything tomorrow night? Is there anything like that's sticking out, or are you just gonna kind of go out there and see what's happening?
I'm doing Margarita Mile today.
Mm-hmm.
That'll only take me an hour.
You'll be sleeping. You'll be sleeping by 7:30.
And I told you I'm gonna play my Elton John album. I don't know. I kind of see now that you said you might want to go to the pool to see Phil on Sunday early. I might do that because I was thinking about doing it tonight. Ooh. Instead.
Where's he? Georgie's tonight?
Yeah. So I could just swing by, say hello.
Georgie's gets wild.
But that's the thing, and I don't. So, but now that you're saying that you got, you know what? I might grab some sour beers, play some records at my house, and then
I'm texting them right now.
And then
I'm texting the boys
on Saturday, and then on Sunday meet up with you at poolside.
Oh man, it sounds like a nice. I gotta obviously clear it with my wife. But that sounds like fun.
Matilda. Hey, Tilly.
Where
That's horrible.
I'm trying to find them in the phone.
Like, I'm literally laughing out loud at the baby names. You guys come up. I'm a horrible person.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad. Here, I found a text with it's you and the boys. So we'll just do that one. Let's see. Magic tonight. Oh,
we really could have ended this show and done this.
Yeah, I could have definitely done that. All right. Well, I think we're a little caught up. I love coming in on a Friday to do this. I wish we could have gotten here a little earlier, but it is what it is. We're gonna be hitting a little traffic as we go home, but and we don't have any pizza announcements, right?
We don't have any pizza announcements, but I will have many pizza announcements coming up. I don't know if we'll do it on Wednesday. Maybe we can squeeze it in, but if not, whenever they will be coming.
Well, and I think I want to do Seaside Heights.
I know, you said it. I'm excited about it.
Oh, that's a lot of pizza.
I told Brian, I said, Andrew said he was going to do pizza at Seaside Heights, and he said, about time he contributed. We've been sitting here eating all this pizza.
That's bullshit.
He went on one pizza class, and
now he's the pizza expert.
About time.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's the show. We caught up.
Ah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, the guys, as always, thank you, everyone out there, ladies and gents, totally local.
All right.
Thank you, A Shared Universe Podcast Studio. Thank you, Ming, for being so accommodating, because I contacted him today, and he was like, yeah, sure, get in there. Get in there. Worked it into the schedule. We're in Studio B. And everyone have a safe and enjoyable...
have a good weekend.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.